Good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Last King of Scotland press conference. I'm Ruth and I'm delighted to be joined by former undisputed super lightweight champion Josh Taylor. Now, before we dive in, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the devastating passing of Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Ricky was a two-weight world champion, but more than that, he was the heart and soul of British boxing. Josh, it's been a devastating couple of weeks for boxing, hasn't it?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I was just saying about the passing of Ricky and how it's been a really tough few weeks for boxing fans, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've touched on this before. Ricky and Joe Kozakin were the sort of reason I got into boxing. And when I started boxing, I kind of tried to copy and emulate Ricky Hatton, you know, just by fighting and determination, you know, and also the skill involved as well. But I just loved his style and his all-out action. And I kind of tried to base myself on him when I was a kid, and he was my hero and idol growing up. So I woke up on a Sunday morning and heard that news. It was devastating, a real big shock. So yeah, it's a big blow to British boxing, and my condolences go to him and his family at this time, because it must be devastating. It must be devastating.
Like Josh said, our thoughts are with Ricky's friends and family. Now we're going to jump into a video. Last time you sat down with Nathaniel Collins, actually, where you gave him some advice. Let's jump in.
What did you admire from Josh's career?
Honestly, I just think he was one of the most skillful southpaws I ever used to see, and I used to think, like, see the speed and the accuracy of his punches. I always thought if I could box like somebody, I would box like Josh. Unfortunately, I'm not as good as Josh.
Yeah, but you've just started, and there's every chance you can't reach. There's no reason why you can't reach the levels of becoming an undisputed world champion. I mean, if I can do it, there's any chance anybody can do it. You know, all you've got to do is, I don't really need to tell you, because you live the life. I've seen how you train, and I see how you apply yourself. You're even out in between fights, you're out and doing all these mad runs around this country running, and he's in some shape, so you don't need to worry about him living the life. That's all you need. All you need to really do is focus on improving as yourself as an athlete.
So we've got a really intriguing matchup on Saturday. Obviously, Collins versus Lorente. Lorente picked up the vacant title in July of 2024. He got dropped in the 6th round, but then got up strong and managed to get the win. He's since defended the title twice. The last defence actually came out as a draw.
Yeah.
Tell us, what has Nathaniel got to do to get the win over Lorente?
I think, well, obviously, just going on experience, this is his chance to his breakthrough kind of fight, really. Although he had that great victory over Lee McGregor the last time out, but this is his big one to announce himself on. Like, he's one of the leading, well, he's past being a prospect, but one of the leading guys to be challenging for the titles and bring the big nights to the UK. So this is a big opportunity for him, and so he'll be feeling the pressure a little bit. But I've saw and spoke to him, and he looks very nice, calm and relaxed, which is very good signs. So I've got every confidence and every faith in him that he comes through and gets this win. And I just think, as long as he keeps calm and sticks to the game plan, listens to the coaches, I think he has any problems.
That's it. And like you said, Nathaniel's in an amazing position now. He's ranked number 10 by the Ring magazine. He's ranked number 1 by the WBC. Surely, if Nathaniel manages to get this win and gets that European title under his name, he's one big step closer to a world title, surely, you would think?
Yeah, absolutely. It wins this title, it gives him a world ranking. You know, it's the WBC silver and the European belt, so it puts him in the top 15 in the world. So he wins this, he comes through, and he can get he's not too far now to touching distance of getting a shot or an interim title, then maybe a world title fight. So he wins this one, he's onto the scene then, and becoming a real chance of getting a world title shot in the near future. So it's a big opportunity for him, and he will take it. I think he will take it with both hands.
I'm sure he will. And you know, Nathaniel's not had an easy road. What we're going to have a look at now is a little video just to show us how Nathaniel got into the position he's in now.
I was like, what's going to happen to my boxing? Like, what's going to happen? He's like, I don't care about your boxing. You shouldn't care about your boxing either now. Like, your will's going to explode.
You cannot convince somebody their life's worth living if they don't believe it.
It was just a lot of emotion for me, because from possibly never boxing that style of one, it's just undeniable. Like, I've got this thing where I won't be denied, so it's like...
You did call out Nick Ball after that last fight.
I just think I would be able to box him and also keep the pace. Behind the grind. Start grind.
So as we saw there, it hasn't been an easy road for Nathaniel. He's had some major health issues. An 8-hour operation where he was once told that he maybe would never box again. How much does that tell us about his mindset?
Well, it tells you that he's been to the lowest point, you know, as I say, knocking on heaven's door sort of thing, you know. He's been there, he's had a scare with his health, and he's had to fight since he's a kid, so I don't think boxing's going to really faze him, to be honest. And I saw how he trains and how he lives and how much he wants this, so this means the world to him, you know. Like, if he fails here, then it's a big jump in the road, a big block in the road, you know, a big speed bump in the road for him to then progress on back onto the world stage again. So this is his world title, and he'll be treating it like that, and that'll be his mindset. This is his world title fight. Every fight's your world title fight, because if you lose, your jump so back many steps. So he knows what's at stake here, and know that he has done the work and he's put the due diligence in, done the homework on the opponent and stuff as well. So he's a consummate professional, so I've got every faith in him that he will come through this on Saturday.
Yeah, and like you're saying, this fight is very important. He can't take a step forward without making it past this fight. However, I just want to mention something that you mentioned while we were watching that video. Obviously, we've got Nick Ball, another Queensberry Promotions fighter, who is a WBA featherweight champion. How eager are you to see that fight further down the line?
Yeah, I think that's an amazing fight. I think it's an eye-watering fight. You know, it's Nick Ball. He's a miniature Mike Tyson. You know, he's just small, compact, but he can fight like hell. You know, so I think that has got the makings to be a great fight. You know, and obviously Nathaniel has got his boxing IQ, and he can also punch a bit as well. He's strong for the weight. He's big for the weight, and he doesn't really run around how other opponents do at his size. So I think that's got the making to be an all-out firefight, you know, but a high level IQ, so I'd be very keen to be watching that fight.
Of course, and obviously this undercard is a great undercard. It's a great showcase for Scottish boxing.
Yeah.
Which fight in particular, or fighter, are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm going to be a little bit biased here, but also I really like Willy Hutchinson. I've known him for a long time. There's talent, you know, Scotland amateur world champion, you know, so, and he's proved to be a great talent, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he progresses. Also my friend Aston Brown, you know, we've spent a lot of time together in the last couple of years in Liverpool, training at the same gym. He's been down to the basement as well, and he's turned his life around, and he's doing great in his last couple of fights. He's put on great performances, knocking out his last opponent and stuff, so I'm really looking forward to him progressing and fighting for some sort of title in the near future. So I'm really looking forward to them to progressing. Yeah.
Of course, and like you said, you've got a lot of friends in this room, you've got a lot of people here that you know very well, you've seen them grow up. How, you know, you were at the top of boxing at one point, undisputed champion. That's something that a lot of fighters don't even allow themselves to dream about. You won the Super 6, you know, you were part of the top 10 pound for pound fighters.
Yeah.
How great is it to be able to give these fighters, you were just mentioning, advice and help them along the way?
Yeah, it's good, and I'm more than happy to, and I love to pass on some of my knowledge when they ask me. I'm more than happy to give them advice and more, you know, and just from my experience and how to handle themselves, how to handle the sort of media and the expectation, the pressures, everything that goes with big fights like this. So yeah, I'm happy to give any of the lads or anybody coming through for that matter any advice on how to, or what they think they should do and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm more than happy to give them advice. Yeah, absolutely.
That's great stuff. That's it from us. We're going to hand over to Thomas Schreiber at the top table. Enjoy the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final press conference for the next King of Scotland, a great night of championship boxing to be held this Saturday at the Barrhead Arena in Glasgow, Scotland. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Riot Season, That Prize Guy, Global Next Trade, 32 Red, and Unibet. A big thanks to those great sponsors. It will be broadcasted live worldwide on DAZN, and tickets can be purchased through ticketmaster.co.uk. Let's now welcome the press conference participants. From Edinburgh, Scotland, Alex Arthur Jr. From Shotts, Scotland, Marcus Sutherland. From Carlisle, England, John Joe Starboy Kerrigan. From Chorley, England, Mark Jeffers. From Carstairs, Scotland, Willy the Hutch Train Hutchinson. From Halstead, England, Louie O Doherty. From Glasgow, Scotland, Regan the Shark Glackin. From Dundee, Scotland, Paul Keane. From Glasgow, Scotland, Aston Badman Brown. From Barcelona, Catalunya, Spain, Cristobal Lorente. From Glasgow, Scotland, Nathaniel the Nightmare Collins. And now we hand things over to your host, Mr. Devsani.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Thomas Schreiber. Great to see you as always. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Glasgow and welcome to a new era for Scottish boxing. After the recent retirement of the former undisputed champion Josh Taylor, the quest now begins to find the next King of Scotland. On Saturday night, a number of elite talents from this country will all be in action, all stating their case, all making their claim as to why they can be the one to carry the torch and bear the flag. The man perhaps leading the way right now will be involved in your main event. He is unbeaten in 17 fights. He's a former British and Commonwealth champion. And on Saturday night, he challenges to become the European champion. He's the featherweight sensation, Nathaniel the Nightmare Collins. And he takes on Spain's unbeaten featherweight sensation, European champion, Cristobal Lorente. Now, the fight also serves as a final eliminator for the WBC world title. So high stakes indeed. This one really means a lot. We'll be at the Barrhead Arena. And just a word on the Barrhead Arena, because I'm aware that it holds a very special place in the heart of Scottish boxing fans. It was the same arena where in 2002 Scott Harrison became world champion for that very first time. Fast forward 1 year, in 2003, two Scottish boxing legends, both unbeaten at the time, duked it out for the British title. Those men were, of course, the late great Willie Limond and Alex Arthur. And it's only fitting and it's only right that two of their sons will be involved on Saturday night. Alex Arthur Jr. will be in action, as will Drew Limond. Fast forward along even further, you've got the Ricky Burns era, the brilliant era where he had a number of world title fights at the Barrhead Arena. And then cast your minds back just a little bit to 2017, a bad blood, ill-tempered affair between Josh Taylor and Ahara Davis, where Josh Taylor stopped him and really announced himself as a new star on the world stage. Well, now it's the turn of the new crop, and it's spearheaded by Nathaniel Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be live around the world on the global home of boxing, DAZN. This is the next King of Scotland. Let's start off with Alex Arthur Jr. down there. And Alex, I mentioned how your father boxed there in a great fight against the late great Willie Limond. He boxed there many times, and now it's your turn. How are you feeling about this?
Yeah, I'm really excited. The Barrhead Arena is probably the next best thing next to the Hydro, and got my debut done in the Hydro, and now to be on the show in the Barrhead Arena is very special.
Am I right to say that your dad is actually going to be in the corner this time? He wasn't in the corner for the first time?
Yeah, thank God. He is. I think he's here, kicking about somewhere now as well. We were a bit late today, so I do apologise to everybody that's we've held up. But yeah, he's going to be in my corner this time round, and hopefully from every fight on.
So what does that mean? The fact that he's going to be in there and he wasn't in there last time, what will that add? Are you going to be more looking to impress him? Like, what does that do for you?
I mean, I'm the only one in there fighting, so he can only do his best out there giving me advice, and I can only do my best to listen.
That debut was a good one. Were you happy with it all, and what have you gone away and worked on?
Not much different, to be honest with you. Coming to every fight the best shape that I possibly can, fit, healthy and focused on the task at hand, and I'll be looking to do the same thing again on Saturday night.
I've got one more for you.
Go on.
Tell us all here, how are you different to your dad and how are you the same?
Apart from the physical looking differences, then I'd say our mindsets are very similar. But I don't know, I guess that's yet to unfold, isn't it? I think my personality will start to grow and unfold over time, and then later on in my career you can compare us to each other if you want.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we all will. We look forward to your second fight on Saturday. Let's hear it for Alex Arthur Jr. in action. Fight number 2. OK, well, it's fight number 1 for the next man who's been talked about as perhaps the best prospect in world boxing right now. Everything he's done as an amateur has been absolutely unbelievable. I'm talking about John Joe Carrigan, world amateur champion in the youth, 9-time national amateur champion, turned over with a lot of fanfare. It is time for that pro debut on Saturday night. And John Joe, what are the feelings? 48 hours to go. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you all of the above? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'd say I'm all above, to be fair. Wouldn't say so much nervous, but I'm excited to get in the ring and show everyone what I'm about.
How are you going to adapt to the pros? When you think about this, the gloves are going to be smaller, the rounds are going to be longer. How do you feel you're going to adapt?
Yeah, to be fair, I think I'll adapt perfect, to be honest. Obviously, there's been sparring some very high-rank pros anyways with like 14-ounce gloves, and I've been hurting them, so with them 10-ounce gloves on, anything can happen, can it?
Are you looking forward to punching in those smaller gloves?
Yeah, of course, Jan. Can't wait to knock someone out.
Is that what we're expecting on Saturday night, John Joe?
Of course it is.
Listen, tell me this. I mean, you're with Shelley Finkel as well, so you're managed by a Hall of Famer in Shelley Finkel, you're promoted by a Hall of Famer in Frank Warren. What sort of advice have you been getting ahead of your debut? They've dealt with so many great fighters over the years.
I've just been told to take everything in, one step by step, and get there, you know what I mean? No point rushing things. Obviously, as you say, my pro debute's been pushed back a bit now, you know what I mean? I'm on Saturday night, I'm getting there and get it over and done with.
A lot of people have a lot of high hopes for you that you're going to go to the very, very top of this sport. What do you feel makes you different to any other prospect coming through, John Joe? To
be fair, I can name a million one things why I'm different this, that and other, but on Saturday night we'll see, and I'll show you why I'm different than all others.
I love that. OK, we look forward to it. Best of luck to you, John Joe Carrigan. Really keep your eyes on this one. This lad, from everything I'm hearing, is going to the very top of the sport. OK, let's move to a young man who, with a stunning knockout win back in May, Marcus Sutherland. I'm looking at you. I mean, you got all these comparisons to Nick Ball because you were taking on someone so much taller. And the way you just went about your business, set about him, knocked the guy down multiple times, people are very, very impressed. So impressed that Frank Warren signed you up. This is your first fight as a Queensberry fighter. Tell us what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's just down to me to show that they've made the right decision in signing me, put on another performance and build on from that one.
You've had like various opponent changes as well. I think it only come through last night. You're fighting Karim Asius. How have you dealt with that?
Yeah, no, listen, it's just another fight to me. I just get told the name and we accepted it. I'm looking forward. It's going to be a good fight. It's a harder fight. More credit when I win this fight, you know. So it's going to be good.
I understand you ordered bundles and bundles of tickets as well. I trust they've all been sold. Are you expecting a big turnout for yourself on Saturday?
Yeah. There's a lot of support. Loads of tickets have been sold. I'm fighting an undefeated fighter who's coming to win. He's coming to take my contract off me, and it's not happening. So I'm looking forward to it.
In your last 4 fights, 3 of them have gone in the first round. Do you go looking for the knockout, or does it just come?
Nah, I'll stick to boxing, and if it comes, it comes, and it can come. So be ready, expect it.
Do you think it will come on Saturday?
It could do. We're not going looking for it, but it might.
Okay. All right. We look forward to it. And Kerry Magius isn't here today, but I'm sure he'll be. I mean, he should be here tomorrow. He'll be weighing in. But if he is watching this, do you have a message for him?
Be ready. Be a good fight. Looking forward to it.
A lovely message. We'll see that one. We'll see it on Saturday night. Thank you, Marcus Sutherland. In action on Saturday. Look out for him. Vacant Commonwealth Silver Youth Super Bantamweight title on the line. OK, let's move to a cracker in the middleweight division. Celtic middleweight title on the line. Glasgow versus Dundee. Aston Brown against Paul Keane. And I'm going to start with Paul Keane here, because I watched all of Aston's interviews after that initial launch press conference, and there were two words that he kept saying to everyone. And those two words were demolition job. Did you hear those words? What are you thinking heading into this fight?
Yeah, I heard them. Like you said, I don't really take any notice of that, but I hope he does think it's not going to be that easy, because obviously I'll be surprised come Saturday night, because this is the best camp I've had in a long time, and I'm fully ready for whatever comes on Saturday.
Do you think there's a chance you might be being underestimated heading into this fight? Because Aston is speaking, of course, as he should, with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, 100%. He's all coming off a 3-fight win streak, 3 knockouts. So, no, he's full of confidence. But, like I say, I'm fully confident as well. So, I'm ready to put on a show on Saturday night and upset the odds.
Well, Aston, let's bring you in here. This resurgence in your career, and you've got a man here looking to upset the odds. Tell us what you're thinking.
Just looking forward to Saturday night, mate. As I said, I'm not underestimating anybody. I just believe in my ability. I know what I can do. I don't underestimate any fighter. You know what I mean? I see who's right in front of me. And as I said, mate, it will be a demolition job Saturday night.
Is this about levels?
Yes. I just believe I'm on a different level. That's no disrespect to anybody. I just believe I'm on a different level with Paul Keane, and I will show that Saturday night.
What is it that you do so much better than Paul Keane to suggest you're on a different level to him?
Just box better, punch harder, you know what I mean? Simple, innit? It's boxing, you know what I mean? I just believe I'm a different level in every department, and I will show that Saturday night. I'm not here to mess about, mate, you know what I mean? I'm not here to make up the numbers. I'm here to take over.
What are you making of this, Paul? It's you know, the confidence that you'd expect, but he seems to feel like he does a lot better than you in there.
Yeah, well, listen, I fully expected that, but like I say, I'm fully confident in my own ability, especially just now, the way I feel and done in this camp, everything. So, like I say, it'll be a good fight, and I'm looking forward to may the best man win.
What is the key to you winning, Paul?
Just do what I do. Obviously, I'm not going to say too much, but I feel like just doing what I've done in camp, implementing that, and it'll come evident on Saturday.
Do you think he believes it, Aston?
Aye. So he should. He's a fighter. He's up here, isn't he? You know what I mean? But again, as I said, I just believe I'm a different level, and I fully believe in my ability. And aye, it'll be a demolition job on Saturday night, mate.
How far behind British level do you think you are?
I'm there, mate, right now. I could fight for the British title tomorrow, I believe. You know what I mean? I'm right there. So, Paul Keane's in my way just now, but we're fighting for the major titles. So, let's go on Saturday night.
Okay, final prediction from you, Paul Keane, please.
Just a win from me, 100%.
Demolition job.
Thank you very much. I think this is an absolute cracker, by the way. Let's hear it for Aston Brown and Paul Keane. Celtic middleweight title on the line. Okay, the light heavyweight division right now in this country is absolutely on fire. We've got Ezra Taylor against Louis Edmondson coming up for the British and Commonwealth in a couple of weeks. There's a light heavyweight card in Manchester featuring Josh Buatsi, Zach Parker and several others. And very much part of the mix here, Willy the Hutch Train Hutchinson taking on Mark Jeffers. And Mark, I'm going to start with you because so many opponents, from what I hear, just say no to Willy Hutchinson. They get the name and they say no thank you. You said yes. Tell us why.
Yeah, it's a massive opportunity. Had a terrible performance last time. This is my chance to put things right. Massive show against a very good fighter, and this is why I'm in the game.
This is a step up in weight for you. You've been down at super middleweight. Feels like a step up in level for you as well. Tell us why you feel you're ready for this kind of step.
This is boxing, isn't it? You've got to take your opportunities. Super middleweight, light heavyweight, it doesn't really matter. It's a fight at the end of the day, and I've had a super camp with Mick and Dave, and I'm ready for Saturday.
Willy Hutchinson, let me bring you in here. When we had the launch press conference, we didn't know who your opponent was going to be, but you just said, whoever it is, I'm going to annihilate them. Is that the feeling now you know it's Mark Jeffers?
Yeah, of course. If it was Mark, if it was whoever was going to be in the ring with me, the same outcome what I said weeks ago at the press conference is the same thing I'm going for. But there's one thing that I do give this man more than probably all of my opponents have ever fought. He's got my respect, because exactly how we speak and exactly how fighters should be. This is the boxing game. Light heavyweight, cruiserweight, whatever weight, he's coming to win, and he's coming to do what he's got to do. But unfortunately, he's against a man like myself, and I believe I'm going to do the job on Saturday night. And last time I spoke, I said to you I couldn't care less who it was or whoever it may be. It is what it is. I'm the same as what I think then as what I think now. But he's got my respect, and he's a good fighter as well, very good. And yes.
Who's got more to lose in this fight?
More to lose. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I don't really think of who's got more to lose. I'm not really interested. I'm only interested in genuinely just getting in there, get the job done, and become world champion in 2026.
Do you see Mark Jeffers as a stepping stone?
He's coming to win, and he'll be game. So yeah, why not?
Mark, stylistically, what can you do to cause problems to Willy Hutchinson?
Just use my boxing. I've got speed. I can punch a bit. I'm super fit. Yeah, I've got to do my own game. Me and Mick, Dave, we've got a game plan. Execute that. You're going to see a fantastic performance Saturday.
You're coming off the first loss of your career. What has that done for you? What has that done for your hunger?
Yeah, that happened. To be honest with you, it might be the best thing that's ever happened. I weren't really getting no big opportunities coming off the back of a loss. I've got my biggest opportunity to date, so if you look at it that way, it's probably the best thing that could have happened. And yeah, just no soaking, get straight back in there with a top class fighter and see what happens.
Willy, what is going to happen on Saturday?
What's going to happen? You're going to see me just enjoy myself, to be honest with you, and get the job done. There's a chance I'll knock this man out, and there's a chance I'll just win and feel good. Definitely. Yeah, camps went great. I know everybody says all this all the time. I've said camps before that's been great, and to be honest with you, it's probably been shit. So I've been honest with myself. The camps went good. I feel good. I'm just ready to just get the job done. That's all I'm interested in. You know, definitely get the job done, knockout or not knockout, whatever it may be.
And how does it feel to be part of this big show in Scotland with so much great talent?
Well, it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? I'm on the top table with all these lads, and it's a good feeling. You know, never boxing. I was born in Castares, Lanark. I was born in Livingston, not very far away from here. I've lived here all my life till I was 25. Now I bought a home now, my own home in Carlisle, not far away from this young lad here, and I've never boxed in Scotland in 8 years, so it's definitely a good feeling to be back home. Feels like home, you know. No matter where I go in the world, I've been here, there, and everywhere. I've never felt like home as I feel now, and it feels good.
Just a final one for you, Mark, because we got a big round of applause there for Willy Hutchinson. I think he's going to be a bit of a fan favourite on Saturday night. Are you looking forward to heading into the Lions' Den?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I know plenty of Rangers boys, they're going to be there anyway, so they'll be backing me.
OK, best of luck, Willy Hutchinson, best of luck, Mark Jeffers. Brilliant fight in this brilliant light heavyweight division. Let's hear it for Willy Hutchinson and Mark Jeffers here. Let's go down to lightweight. We have got the vacant British Lightweight Championship on the line, recently vacated by Sam Noakes, who's going on to fight for a world title. We've got a Celtic champion against an English champion. We've got Regan Glackin unbeaten against Louie O Doherty, also unbeaten, and it might turn out to be fight the night. It's an absolutely brilliant fight. Let's start with Regan Glackin. You are, Scottish champion, Celtic champion. You've taken every step so far in your career. You've passed every test. Tell us why you're going to pass this test and become British champion on Saturday.
Thanks, Dave. I just believe the same as last time, mate. Everything's about timing, and if I'm not ready now, I will never be, All steps, if you've just mentioned, Scottish, Celtic, literally look good, but they mean nothing. I'm coming at this fight with a challenger's mentality. It's a vacant belt that I've been mandatory for over a year, so I've got my shot now, mate, and I believe that hard work will prove a difference.
Well, let's get an opening word from Louie O Doherty here, and listen, you've passed every test as well. Every man that's come before you, you've beaten them and you've looked good. How are you feeling about this one? Tell us why it's going to be your night.
I'm feeling confident, and I've done the same thing, took a lineal route, got the southern area, then onto the English, so it just makes sense that we're meeting for the British, and I've left no stone unturned. I'm just ready to go and ready to fight on Saturday night.
I've heard you say that you treat every fight like a world title fight, but this one is for the British title. It's a bit of a moment in your career. Tell us what's gone differently in camp. Have you put extra work in? Have you done much different heading into this one?
I'm always trying to add stuff to my game when I'm boxing. Obviously, looking at the mistakes I make, trying to fix them. I think the camp has gone well. I've done a lot in the camp. Obviously, there's always things that are different in each camp. That can be good and bad, but you just roll with the punches, really.
Regan, let me bring you in here. I mean, it's in over 100 years. There's only been 6 British lightweight champions from Scotland, so it would be quite the feat should you pick up the title. Are you taking that into the ring with you? That added kind of pressure or privilege? What are you thinking?
Yeah, mate, I remember you saying that a few weeks ago, and obviously sending me the photo and stuff, and obviously in the bigger grand scheme of things, that's a good goal. But I'm just looking to rewrite my own history, If I rewrite my own history, I add myself, I'll be number 7, so I don't think of that now, mate. I've got other things on my mind. I just want to go in there and handle the business, but so I don't look into what could be. The only thing I'm looking forward to is getting my hand raised.
At the launch press conference, Louie O Doherty spoke about how he can adapt. Do you feel like he's maybe never seen anyone like you before in the ring? What is it that you bring that's different?
I think styles make fights, mate. I would definitely say he's right in what he's saying. He has 10 fights. He's had to adapt. He's had 10 different opponents, and it's the same with myself. I've had 16 different opponents. As you know, coming through the amateur scene, you need to adapt because you don't know people. You don't know a lot of these people you're fighting, So you've got to adapt and be able to change up. You can't be a one-trick pony in this game, and we both might need to adapt on Saturday night, but I do believe I can adapt more, and that we will coming out victorious.
Louis, what sort of problems can you cause Regan on Saturday?
Whatever problems I want to make, I guess. When it comes to the boxing, I don't think I've shown the skill that I actually have in the ring when it comes to the mid-range, longer-range stuff. But I know I've got more in me that hasn't been seen yet. And inside, obviously, I've shown that I like a bit of a war there. So if that's what it comes to, then it can come to that too.
Do you think it will?
I think in parts it will have to. Yeah, I think the way our styles are, I think in parts we'll have no choice.
Are you seeing that as well, Regan?
I'm just ready for whatever, mate. I'm just ready to go right now.
Okay, can you wait till Saturday?
I can wait this Saturday. I can wait this Saturday.
Okay, all right. You fellas will see each other at the weigh-in tomorrow. Best of luck to both of you. Brilliant fight for the British Lightweight Championship Saturday night, right here in Glasgow. Let's get to this main event. The European title on the line, the champion Cristobal Lorente, the challenger Nathaniel Collins, and it's a WBC final eliminator. The winner will go on to fight for a world title. It's high stakes indeed. For you, Nathaniel Collins, I can see you've got the hat on. The hat says the next King of Scotland. This is a big moment for you on Saturday. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, I feel amazing, as always. Nothing's really changed from the rest of my fights or the rest of my preparations ever, so I'm feeling good.
Are you looking to make a statement on Saturday?
I'm always looking to make a statement. every time I go out there. So, yep, Saturday's no different.
Have you got it in your mind that, you know, the winner goes on to fight for a world title? Obviously, you're seeing yourself as the winner, but in the WBC rankings, above you there is the champion. There's Bruce Carrington there as well as the interim champion. Are you looking to fire out a bit of a warning to those guys above you?
Yeah, definitely. All for this fight, all I've seen is people saying, oh, Nathaniel's challenging for the European title and the European's the next step and it's a big step, and not once this camp have I thought about the European title at all. All that I've thought about is it's a world title eliminator.
What do you make of your opponent, Cristobal Lorente?
Yeah, he's good to be European champion. He's awkward, but you know, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what he brings because I'm going to bring what I bring.
Well, let's hear from Cristobal Lorente. I understand we've got a translator who's a very brilliant translator, brilliant fighter. Sandor Martin is in the house, former European champion, world title challenger. Cristobal, what is it that you can do to cause Nathaniel Collins problems on Saturday?
¿Qué es lo que vas a hacer el sábado para meter a Nathaniel Collins en problemas?
Bueno, simplemente hacer mi boxeo, hacer todo lo que hemos practicado durante mi carrera. He estado esperando este momento toda mi carrera y le vamos a ganar, está claro.
Simply and easy. Do my best in the ring on Saturday night. Do my best about the work if I make at the gym. I'm waiting for this moment of my life and all the time in my career, and that's my moment to shine.
For those who haven't seen you box before, what can we expect to see from you when the first bell rings?
Okay. Para quien nunca te ha visto y para quien no te conoce, ¿cómo te defines en el ring?
Bueno, me defino como un boxeador táctico, como un boxeador que sabe cambiar de estilo a medida que su rival vaya por él, o sea, cambie rápidamente de estilo, y soy un boxeador que me puedo adaptar a cualquier modalidad. Si quiere un combate agresivo se lo voy a dar, y si quiere un combate inteligente se lo voy a dar.
I'm considered a tactical fighter. I have a lot of skills to stay good in every moment of the fight. If they gonna war, I'm gonna be the war inside the ring. If they gonna will intelligent fight, I'm more intelligent than him and do this intelligent fight.
Any comment, Nathaniel? I think there was a little more intelligent than him in there.
I think you gave him more credit than what he was due for being the translator. Yeah, like he's saying, from what I gather is, he's saying he's a more intelligent or a more tactical fighter. I don't believe that. I don't believe he believes it. I've actually read an article that he done or his coach done saying they think that I'm tactical, I'm aggressive, I'm intelligent, so on and so forth. So he'll need to bring his best game, and that's what they believe and that's what they're saying. So yeah, but obviously we're at the press conference, so you need to say something.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let's ask Cristobal Lorente. Do you believe you can knock out Nathaniel Collins?
Bueno, yo creo que él realmente sabe que se ha equivocado y se lo vamos a demostrar este sábado.
Really, I think they have a mistake with this opponent, and I show him on Saturday night in the ring. Don't worry for his words.
Good. I'm looking forward to it.
What's your final prediction, Nathaniel?
I think I'm going to make a big statement to the rest of the world after tonight, after Saturday night. You know, the same way I done last time. My name's going to be up in lights again.
Okay.
Sí, él lo va a intentar y yo voy a hacer lo mismo que las últimas veces, ganar.
They gonna try to win again, but I'm do the same than the last times in my fights, win again.
Okay, listen, brilliant stuff. Nathaniel, final one for you. Just a message to your fans who are going to pack the place out on Saturday. What a night it is for Scottish boxing, and I bet you're just so excited for this one.
Absolutely buzzing. I've said it in every interview this whole camp that I've spoke to everybody, and I'm just so excited for boxing to be back in Scotland, and long may it continue. And the card of boys, or at least all the Scottish boys, no offence to the English, but all the Scottish boys up here are phenomenal. So we're buzzing to bring out a crowd and put on a show, and you're going to hear the noise.
Brilliant stuff, and we're buzzing to be here. Brilliant noise, great stuff. We're going to get the fighters all faced off. We'll be live Saturday night on DAZN, and we're going to find out who is the next King of Scotland. So we're going to get the fighters faced off now. I don't know if you want to say something else.
Okay, so we're back. That was a really fun press conference. What did you make of that, Josh?
I thought it was good. I mean, all the fighters seem very confident and up for it, which is to be expected. They're all ready and raring to go to put on a good show on Saturday. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the main event as well. Lorente seemed very confident as well, quietly confident, which is a good sign from an outside point of view. You know, he's quietly confident, and yeah, it's got the makings to be a good fight.
I thought it was interesting what Nathaniel said, you know, about he hasn't thought about the European title once. All he's thinking is, this is a world title eliminator. Yeah. This is my time. What do you think that shows?
It's a very good point, and it's very realistic, you know, because every fight at this point, or for any prospect coming through, every fight is your world title fight, because a defeat means a few steps back. You know, it's one step forward, two steps back kind of situations. So any prospect that's coming through needs to have that kind of mentality. I had that mentality when I was coming through. Every single fight was my world title fight, because if it ended up in defeat, you're way back down the line again. So many kind of like snakes and ladders almost kind of theme. But yeah, I think it's the right attitude to have.
That's it, and like he keeps saying in interviews, he's very, very excited, so that's what we want to see from a fighter. Obviously, like you said, Lorente, he's got that quiet confidence, as he should do. He's a European champion, he's got that belt with him. What I really liked was Willy seemed, again, quietly confident, which is kind of something we're not used to, really. We're normally used to very loud confidence, but he seems happy. He seems ready to go. Yeah, I really like Willy. He's a great, he's past the prospect now, but he's a great talent, you know, and he's got character and charisma. I like that about him. He's got a great wit about him, you know. He's took himself away from Scotland, and he's surrounded his home comforts, and he's took himself away training. Which is a great sign, which is all the things that need to do to become a champion, is be away from your comforts and everything that surrounded you. So he's away, I think it's Spain they train it, but he's away from home anyway, and he's got nothing to do except for focus on boxing, and being away from family and stuff like that makes you more hungry and more determined. So he's doing all the right things and ticking all the right boxes. That's it. Thomas Schreiber is now going to hand us over to the face-offs.
Competing in a 4-round light heavyweight contest, Alex Arthur Jr. Competing Saturday for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Youth Super Bantamweight Championship, scheduled 8 rounds. Let's welcome Marcus Sutherland.
So here we go. Obviously, Alex Arthur's here somewhere. He's in the corner. That's the son of... Sorry, Alex Arthur Jr. is over there. He's the son of Alex Arthur Sr. Astonishing fighter. And all of his kids seem like they're on the road to success in the boxing world.
Competing in a 4-round super welterweight contest, making his highly anticipated pro debut, Jonjo Starboy Kerrigan.
Here we go, his pro debut, and one of the best prospects in world boxing. It's going to be exciting to see what he can do, because under those lights, obviously, it's always very different than in the gym.
Competing in a scheduled 10-round light heavyweight contest, Mark Jeffers and Willy the Hutch Train Hutchinson.
Here we go. Now we're all looking forward to this one. Mark Jeffers moving up from super middleweight, so it's interesting to see how he's going to be able to kind of carry that weight.
It's just quite interesting because he actually looks bigger than Willy Hutchinson there, but it's maybe because Willy's wearing black, so he looks nice and slim. But yeah, it's going to be the makings of a good fight too. Good talents coming through. He's got a chance to right or wrong from the last time, so he'll be looking to get back on the right path for the next fight.
No, you're right. And an interesting story I heard about Willy. When he was 13, he wrote in a notebook that he will become WBC world champion one day, so he really wants it.
Yeah, the power of attraction, the law of attraction. I used to do that myself, so I think that's very important for the mindset of an athlete.
Louie O Doherty and Regan the Shark Glackin.
So Louie O Doherty here, the unbeaten fighter from Essex. This is going to be a really great one. A lot of people are saying this is a 50-50 fight.
Yeah, I think it is. It's a little bit of a crossroads, and it's quite early on in their career, so it's an important fight for both lads here. They'll be looking to put on a good statement and move on to the next step in the ladder of their career. So yeah, it's a good fight, and both lads look really up for it here.
Yeah, they do. An interesting one with Glackin. This is a family affair for him. Apparently his dad's company are going to be working the door on fight night. His brothers and sisters have been helping him sell tickets, so they've all been getting involved.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. You know, I used to have help myself with the tickets. You know, my mum, my wife and my little sister used to help me selling the tickets and that as well, because when you're doing it yourself, you're so knackered from training and everything like that, so to have help from your family, help shift the tickets is great help.
Competing in a 10-round contest for the vacant Celtic Middleweight Championship, Paul Keane and Aston Badman Brown.
So Paul Keane from Dundee kind of feels like he's the underdog here, but he's got something to prove, and that can be a dangerous fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. And two of these guys have got a point to prove. They're both trying to get the ball rolling with their career again, although it is rolling, but they want to use this fight to step onto bigger scenes of the domestic scene and get cracking for bigger title fights. So I'm looking forward to both lads going out there and having a good fight on Saturday night.
That's it. I remember when Aston Brown first turned pro, there was a lot of noise about him. He was coming over from the GB setup, and it looks like he's back on the road now, so getting things moving.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time with Aston, going around the world as an amateur with Scotland and then on GB team together, going to World Championships, European Championships and things like that. He turned pro and he hit a bump in the road and his career went sort of off the rails a little bit, but he's back on it now and he's living the life of an athlete. He lives, breathes and eats boxing and lives a very clean life, so he's trying to renew his career, which I'm looking forward to watching.
Competing in our main event, scheduled for 12 rounds for the EBU European Featherweight Championship. It is also a WBC final eliminator. The challenger, Nathaniel the Nightmare Collins, and the defending champion, Cristobal Lorente.
So here's our main event. I'm really looking forward to this one. Like you said, like he said, this is his opportunity to get on that world stage and get himself a world title.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said before there, every fight is your world title fight, and he's treating it like this, you know, and he has to. Lorente looks nice and quietly confident as well, so it's got the makings to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a cracker, you know.
That's it. Lorente won the title in July 2024. Since then he's made 2 defences. The last one resulted in a draw, so it's interesting. I think what Nathaniel's going to be thinking, this man's not unbeatable, I can get him. You know, he was dropped in the fight where he won the title.
Yeah, well, he'll see, Nathaniel will see vulnerabilities in there, but you know, Lorente will be up for it as well. So it's got the makings to be a good fight. They're both staring into each other's eyes here, don't want to look away. So
yeah, they're both ready to go. It's got the makings to be a great fight.
Yeah, I think we could be seeing something special here. These guys, the winner is going to go on to do big things, and I mean, fingers crossed, we could see one of these fighting Nick Ball in the future, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, the winner, they obviously got the European and WBC silver. The WBC silver is a world ranking belt in the top 15. So the winner of this might go in to then maybe get a shot at Nick Ball, and what a fight that would be, especially if Nathaniel wins for a UK dust up. You know, that would be great. So yeah, there's a lot at stake here, and both lads seem like they're really up for it.
That's it, and like you said, those styles would really create something special. Obviously, Nathaniel being a southpaw, being super explosive and very athletic, and then like you said, Nick Ball with a little Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he is. He's the mini Mike Tyson. I'm glad I'm not his weight, you know. So yeah, that's got the makings to be a great fight. You know, as you said, little Nick Ball, he's a little tank. You know, very compact, but very smart with it as well, and strong. So yeah, the winner of this goes on to hopefully get a shot at Nick Ball, and yeah, it's got the makings to be a very bright future for Nathaniel if he comes through on Saturday.
It's an exciting weight division, and we can't wait to see how it plays out. Obviously, like I said, the undercard, it's a great showcase for Scottish boxing, and hopefully if Nathaniel gets through this fight, there's only going to be more big nights in Scotland. How important is that to the Scottish fans?
Yeah, I think it's very important, especially for all the lads that are coming through are on the undercards on Saturday. They'll be looking and obviously hoping that Nathaniel wins on Saturday, because then that gives the other lads opportunities to be on the big show again, you know. So that was kind of what it was like for me when I was boxing here. Every time I had the opportunity to say, do you want to go down there, you might get a little bit extra money or this and that, I was like, no, keep it in Scotland, because the Scottish fighters and the Scottish talent up here kind of get starved of opportunities. So any time I had a chance to fight here, I made sure it was here, so the local lads got the first dibs at being on the undercard. And this time here again it's full of Scottish talent, so it's great for Scottish boxing.
That's it, and tickets are still available. Obviously, we've got the weigh-in tomorrow. You can get tickets still on ticketmaster.co.uk. The QR code is on the screen, so have a look, get down there. The atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. If not, make sure you catch it on DAZN, the global home of boxing. Now, Josh, I just want to take a step forward and look into the 25th of October. Obviously, we've got Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Are you excited about that fight?
Yeah, very excited about that. I like Joseph Parker, you know, he's got great charisma and personality, you know, especially since lockdown when he was making all them videos and all and the music videos. So he's got a lot of charisma and character about him, so a lot of nice to like about him. I've met him a few times as well. Great big guy and a great fighter too. So this has got the makings to be a great fighter. So I'll be staying up and watching that one for sure.
Can you tell us who you're picking?
I think I'm going to go with Parker just because of the experience and a bit longer in the tooth and things. So I think I'm going to edge slightly towards Parker.
Yeah, I can see why you think that. Josh, just one final word. These men, like you said, regardless of whether it is a world title fight or whether it's their first fight, it all feels like a world title. Because like you said, if they lose, it's almost like snakes and ladders. They go back right down to the bottom. How have you got to get your mindset right so that you can handle that kind of pressure going into these fights?
Well, the way I used to do it was just sort of, this is my stepping stone to becoming a world title, and you're in the way of me achieving my goals, and I've got to eliminate you. Basically, it was my mindset was. So I hope, well, I don't know, but I think they might be looking at it like that. But that was the way I used to look at it. Was they were standing in my way. They were a block in the road. So I had to eliminate them and get them out of the way. So that was the mindset that I had. You know, every fight was my world title fight. So I hope that's the kind of same mentality that these guys have got. Looks like they are, because as I say, it's like snakes and ladders. It goes right back down to the bottom if they lose again. So yeah, it's a big opportunity for both guys to progress and go into the world scene.
That's it. And also, Josh, I just wanted to ask you. Obviously, you've stepped away from boxing.
Yeah.
As a boxing fan, we all miss you so much. Are you going to be tipping your toe maybe into the coaching part of the sport, maybe the management part of the sport?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of managing. I've got my manager's licence and stuff, so I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of that. Coaching, I don't know. I'll maybe help out in the gym and stuff, back at Loch End and stuff, but getting my own gym, I don't know, because then I'm going to spend the next 30-40 years in a gym and not be able to live. So I've been able to enjoy the simple things in life that you take for granted, like say going for a meal with my wife. You know, I've never been able to really do that because I've always been away down south training and stuff. So Yeah, I think I'll definitely keep fit and be in the gym and help out and things like that. But open my own gym, I don't know. But I would like to keep involved in boxing, doing this kind of thing, you know, the punditry stuff and the commentary kind of stuff, and that way I'm in amongst it and the big night stuff. So yeah, I would love to be involved in it, kept involved in it for the future. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we love having you here with us, Josh. That is us for today. Remember, the weigh-in is tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. There are some tickets still left, so make sure you get onto ticketmaster.co.uk. If not, it's all going to be on DAZN, the global home of boxing, and we'll see you there.
I am the avoided fighter in the heavyweight picture, and I back myself against any fighter out there.
I don't need to be perfect for 12 rounds. I just need to be perfect for that one moment.
I believe people avoid fighting me because I'm dangerous, and I have belief.
There's a lot on the line, there's a lot at stake. And someone's getting knocked out.
So let's get it on.
Knocking on the door for a world title.